Wow, but I'm here now, so shut up and watch. When Wally showed up with Maria L and the gang, the Marias basically, you thought they just helped you clean the cabin. You had no idea you learned so much about it. The news that Sheriff Dan's daughter, the previous owner of the doll you're holding in the room you're in, was murdered in the cabin, sends chills down your spine. Who would have hurt such a young girl? That's just it. Maria, let's go. The truck looks at you. Wally's staying behind to help with the movers. Sorry, but we've got to get back into town. Of course, thank you all so much for your help. I wouldn't have been able to get everything done without it. You hug Maria L and smile at Chuck, who's already making his way downstairs. Okay, Chuck, don't mind him. He didn't even want to come out here. I bet he's spooked about all the rumors that's going on about this place. Rumors? Chuck's voice calls back up the stairs with a sigh and wave. Maria L reluctantly trogs back down the wooden steps. This is why cell phones. Oh, no cell reception. But she has the number to the cabin, right? So why don't you just call each other and she can give you the lowdown on the rumors, tell you everything. You stand at the top, mouth agape, thirsting for more information. Should I have pushed Maria for more? Yes, I have to live here. No, Chuck would have forgotten that. I can't believe she just dropped a bomb like that and walked away, knowing I'm out here alone. I shouldn't have let her leave without hearing the rumors. I wonder if they're related to all the freaky things that's been going on. I feel like if you live in a house, you're entitled to know its history. I can leave as soon as Mr. Carter arrives. Let him live in that haunted mansion. Cabin. It's a cabin. After everyone has left, it's only you and Wally who's busy working his way through the storage shed. Hi, Miss Abby. If we angle everything just right, we should be able to get the items Mr. Carter wanted to save in here. The rest will go to the dump or charity. Let's see. Am I still recording? Alright. I'll say Mr. Carter didn't tell me anything about that. The belongings were sold with the house. I'm glad some of it's going to charity. Yeah. It's nice he's giving some of it away. I guess you can do that when you have money. I'd be having a yard sale if this was my new house. Well, there's a lot he's keeping. Wally passes you a clipboard with a spreadsheet of items Mr. Carter wants saved. It's awfully specific. Why would Alice Carter want to save all these belongings from the cabin? What if Mr. Carter got something to do with it? Wow, it seems as though he's already made an inventory of everything. You hand the list back to Wally. Yeah, he'd been out here a while back before purchasing the cabin. No one else had offered to buy this place before, so we were all surprised when we heard Sheriff Dan sold it. Why do you think Mr. Carter asked you to keep all this stuff? I figured he wanted to save some of the sheriff's belongings in case he wanted them. He'd be ashamed to toss them out. Not, but that's surprising. Mr. Carter doesn't seem like the empathetic type when I met him. I guess it goes to show you can't judge a person after meeting them only once or twice. True that. You think of your previous boyfriend, Bryce. He had been all smile and sweetness when you first met him. It wasn't until after you fallen in love with him that you found that his abusive side was revealed. Sorry. You're right about that, Wally. And after hearing Sheriff Dan's story, it's hard not to empathize. Spill the tea, sir. What exactly happened? You step outside with Wally and shuts the door to the shed. Shut the door for shut. I don't know everything, but it was raining and the roads around here tend to get flooded. If they're not flooded, then they get slick with rain and it's easy to lose control at the wheel. The sheriff had been working late that night on account of some teens and underage drinking. Well, long story short, he ended up hauling the whole lot down to the station, there we go, and got stuck doing paperwork. Dang. He couldn't even get through to his wife by phone, so he asked Zachary to let her know he'd be home late. On his way to see Mrs. Caldwell, Zachary's truck ended up swerving off the road and got wrapped around a tree. Oh no. Crystal and Mrs. Caldwell were alone with the madman while Zachary was in a ditch and Dan was processing teens. Dang. Who was the mad? You were cut off by the sound of a large moving truck. Sorry, Abby, I need to make sure they know which items to take to charity. It's a job Mr. Carter hired me to do. You want to ask him more questions about the night of the storm. You don't know why Mr. Carter didn't have you organize the belongings in the cabin. Was my position just created to be his mother, basically. To hire a needy woman from Pathways. The thought makes you boil before you take a deep breath and follow Wally back to the cabin. Back into the cabin? You are going to try and be helpful any way you can. You gosh darn skippy I am, because you ain't got no job. You ain't got no money. Ain't you down to your last piece of bologna in the refrigerator? After moving the rest of the furniture into the shed, Wally checks the last of the items. Be careful not to come in here, Miss Abby. It's like a row of dominoes. Move one item and the rest will come tumbling down. You sure did pack up a lot of stuff in such a small space, Wally. You walked Wally to his car. Is it raining? So, about Sheriff Dan's daughter. I'm sorry, Miss Abby. I shouldn't have mentioned it. Do you feel weird staying out here by yourself now? A little bit. Chuck told me to keep my mouth shut. I won't say another word, I promise. No, it's not that. No, it's just all gossip anyway. Nobody knows what really happened that night. I won't say another word. All he opens the door to his car. I swear, not another word. Disappointment rumbles in your belly, but you thank Wally and wave him off before turning around, to face the cabin alone. Instead of an answer, you hear only the rustling of trees around you. You look up into the lit windows. I wonder if Alex Carter cares about the history of this cabin. Your stomach growls again, motivating you to head inside. Hey, back in the kitchen, you open the fridge when you hear it. Your child's laughter. Yeah. Am I imagining things? I imagine a lot of things, but that doesn't necessarily imply that they're not real. Maria L. told you earlier it may have been a bird, but you know this was no bird. It wasn't no bird. It's a child. Crystal? You tap a wooden bead on your bracelet. I'm brave. I'm not afraid to explore all possibilities. I'm not afraid of ghosts. At least I don't think I am. I'm afraid of ghosts. The laughter only gets louder, drowning out all thoughts You bravely decide to follow. How could you not be scared of ghosts? I mean, with people, you can fight people. You can fight a person. You can't fight a ghost. Crystal, is that you? Crystal Caldwell, are you here with me? You feel your legs traveling past every step until you reach the pink room, slowly opening the door. Crystal, it's not nice to scare people. You know that, right? You hesitate before entering the room, which is almost empty, with the expectation of a newly delivered bed. You cross its white sheets, the moon casting your only light when you finally see it. A red-headed ragdoll resting motionless on the bed. Oh, hell no. Exactly. Oh, hell no. You swear the doll has been locked in the shed hours ago. Hand outstretched, you inch towards the doll. Suddenly, a laughter stops and the door behind you slams shut. You stand frozen in fear. What the hell is happening? I don't have any. Wait, hey, I do have money. Huh. Tossing the doll outside of the window will probably make the ghost. I'm gonna scream. Like a lunatic, you quickly grab the doll and run out the room, screaming at the top of your lungs. You make your way through the living room and charge through the kitchen. What the hell am I doing with this thing? Why did you take the doll? You burst out the back door, charging straight towards the shed. You ignore everything around you. Your thoughts train solely on the doll. You toss the doll into the cluttered shed, hoping to never see it again. You won't see it again. Tomorrow. You're about to bid your final farewell, but suddenly a hand rests against your shoulder. Something. You jump forward. A strangled cry escapes your throat. You bump into a thin shelf, which holds a few large frames and a statue of a blindfolded woman. You feel a hard rock against the shoulder. Hard rock against your shoulder crash against your head before you fall to the ground. Everything goes dark. The eggs aren't supposed to be this greasy. Damn it, didn't anyone ever teach you to cook? I can't eat this crap. You turn toward his voice just in time to see the plate beneath the eggs hurtling towards you. You duck, shielding yourself from falling shards, as an angry Bryce scourges through the fridge for something else. You pick up the discarded food and pieces of glass, a dish that was given to you by your now deceased grandmother. You make a mental note to buy paper plates, paper skirts in your mind as you watch Grace, the man you claim to love, chewing off some leftover takeout. You hiss in pain as a shard of glass pricks your skin, a tiny drop of blood escaping. Don't look at me like that. It's your fault. You know how I get when I'm hungry. Next time you should cook something I can actually eat. Well, how about this? Why don't you cook for yourself? A splinter of glass embeds itself into your finger. You watch as a thick drop ooze out of your broken skin. Are you bleeding? A now worried Bryce walks towards you. I'm sorry, babe. This is my fault. You feel his strong arms envelop around you as he walks you towards the kitchen sink. Cool water runs over your finger and his lips press against your neck. A precursor to him marking your skin. You need to take better care of yourself, babe. It's always like this. A beating before the healing, a cut before the care. It's a merry-go-round of emotions that stopped being fun a long time ago. Now it just makes you sick. It has to stop. Your head aches as you groan from the searing pain. Are you okay? How many fingers am I holding up? You slowly open your eyes to see 3 fingers wiggling in front of your face. Where am I? What happened? You're still not completely aware of your surroundings. The fingers are removed and you feel something damp on your forehead. It's compressed. Sitting up, you find yourself staring into the very blue and irritated eyes of your employer, Alex Carter. Mr. Carter? What is he doing here? He wasn't supposed to be here until tomorrow. Don't tell me you've been out that long. He lets his hand fall to his side. Well, you know who I am, so I'm guessing. I'm trying to guess having you count fingers is unnecessary. Why did you sneak up on me? Why did you sneak up on me like that? You scared the hell out of me. I wasn't sneaking up on you. I'm surprised you didn't hear me. Honestly, you look pretty wrapped up in what you were doing. What were you doing anyways? Being stupid, basically. I was being stupid. I can't tell him about the doll. He'll think I'm insane. I was being stupid. I was just checking to make sure we got everything. I thought of something and I wanted to make sure it was there. It was bugging me, so I didn't want to wait till morning. And what was it? What was what? There. There where? Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Everything's good. Alright, good to hear. Oh, next time, bring a flashlight. Man, thanks for the building advice. Exactly, Thor. Noted. You know, I would have told you I was coming a day earlier if I had known it was going to startle you so much. I still can't believe you managed to knock yourself out. If this is some ploy to get me to feel sorry for you, it won't work. You aren't sure if he's joking or not. You clear your throat. All right. I'm sorry about what happened outside. It was my fault. You look up to see Alex silently studying you, two fingers tapping on his chin in thought. Is this a habit of yours, I wonder? A habit? Does he mean my clumsiness? Bro, I'm not clumsy. I'm sorry. I'll try to be more careful in the future. It's not like it's my fault he scared me and something hit my head. A corner of his mouth tugs in discretion. I gotta Google that word. I'd appreciate that, but I meant you apologizing. It's a bit infuriating. You're making me feel as though I'm some sort of bully. I'm sorry, forget it. I know the answer. Alex walks away with a dismissive relief. You feel your wrist for your blessings bracelet. Blessings bracelet. I am patient. Mr. Carter, since you arrived early, do you want me to leave first thing in the morning? Carter, if you want us to do the man, do you leave tonight? Leave? Yes, sir. Felicia said I should report back to the office once you arrive. You are Felicia or me, right? There you go. Bye, Felicia. You. Right. You're my assistant, and I need you to assist me while I'm here. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were here for pleasure. Would that make a difference? You watch him walk towards the kitchen. Walks to the kitchen. He turns to you. Are you going to make dinner? I'm finished. Am I his man as chef? He smirks. Clearly, your look of shock isn't music to him. Miss Redding, you do realize as my assistant, you'll have various tasks that see to my comfort. Your job is to assist me with my daily needs. Felicia is assigned to the office, but your task will always be deal with work-related matters. Make him a delicious meal. Tell him you can't cook. Dang, I shouldn't have spent those diamonds. Maybe I don't want to make. I really don't want to spend the diamonds either, though. But you really need this job. You are down to your last piece of bologna, so, and you are getting paid to do it. So it ain't like you doing it for funsies. And he probably gonna pay you a lot of money. Screw it. I can grill a cheese like a mother. No problem. What would you like to make? Whatever you make best. Grilled cheese it is. Grilled cheese is boost. 45 minutes later, you and Alex sit down at a plate behind a plate. Sit down at the table. Sit down at the table behind plates of panini pasta tossed in a pink cream sauce sauteed mushrooms. I still should say we made him, but look, we should make him grilled cheese and bologna sandwich, some scrambled eggs, some shredded cheese, put some tomatoes on top, some butter, some pancakes. Yeah, you can never go wrong with pancakes. Alex takes a bite. You think back to Bryce and the eggs. I hope he's not as picky as Bryce. He's rich and probably eats delicious food all the time. This is fantastic. Yeah, gosh darn skippy it is. Thanks. My uncle taught me when I was young. It's been my go-to ever since. Next time, just show up to the interview with this. Yeah, because that wouldn't reinforce any stereotypes. You both eat in silence for a couple minutes before you get curious. I was wondering, why do you have Wally organize the furniture instead of me? I assigned that job to him before I hired you. I didn't see any reason for you to deal with it as if it was already taken care of. Folks here in Bayless are pretty friendly. I'm sure you learned that while you were here. How else would this cabin look so clean in such a short amount of time? So he knew the Marias had help. Did you know about the Myrtles, about Crystal? Yes, sir. By the way, did you know that this cabin was somewhat infamous? I see you've been listening to the local gossip. I've heard. I understand this cabin has sisters, but that doesn't concern me. I'm here to relax. You nod. Clearly, he doesn't want to talk about Crystal Caldwell. I'm sorry, Mr. Carter. I understand. You hear him mutter something about women that constantly apologize. When you're not busy running errands and taking care of the house, you should try to relax as well. Later that night, you find yourself in the pink bedroom staring at the new bed. I should have known I was going to have to sleep in here. You tap your bracelet as you get in the bed. I am brave. I am brave. I am brave. I am not brave. The day has been more than eventful. You managed to fall and knock yourself out, only after helping Wally unload a house worth of furniture. Sorry. You think back on the dream you had about Bryce before you woke up. Was that just a dream or a memory? Don't think about it. Don't think about it. You gotta worry about ghosts. You can't be thinking about your boyfriend right now, man. You decide not to think about it too much before drifting off into a fitful slumber. An hour later, you suddenly feel something wet against your neck. You try to move your body away, but you can't. Something heavy is pushing down on you. You give a slight groan as pressure against your neck turns to a rough, gnawing, sucking. Okay. You struggle to pry your eyelids awake, but they're open, but they're refuse. Oh, it's covered. I can't open my eyes, alright? Open your eyes, Abby. Open your eyes. You feel, your neck feels like it's on fire. Another groan escapes from your lips as the pressure pins your arms to the bed. Finally, you open your eyes in terror to find a man standing over you. You scream, sitting up in your bed, gasping for breath. What's going on in here? What is going on? Alex comes running into your room. You turn around to the empty... You look around the empty room while trying to catch your breath. I'll say I had a nightmare. Just say you had a nightmare. Because if you say I saw a ghost, I'm sorry, it was just a nightmare. You scream because of a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Yeah, nightmares make you scream. One time I dreamed I dreamed I was drowning once in a nightmare. You've noticed he's tapping on his chin again. Finally, he nods. I'll let it slide tonight since you hit your head earlier. Don't wake me up again. I'm sorry, dude. You tighten your fist around the blanket that covers you. Yes, sir. Alex shoots you one last annoyed look before leaving. Slowly, you switch on the light and walk to the mirror in the corner of the room. No one was here. It had to have been a dream, a very bad dream. You scratch your head from side to side and gasp. There, on your gnawed and haunted neck, is a sight too far familiar. Your skin is discolored with the beginning of a bruise. So ghost out here making your bruising you, huh?